playing this bit of a competition these days.
There we go. All right, MB-339 AeroFoam from Banana Hobby. Gotta get these my fasteners out of here. This is my, so I don't lose them. So the MB-339 is a Italian trainer, jet trainer. So it's got the nice straight wings, so it should fly awesome. The model itself is, this is the EDF version. It's 105 millimeter EDF, but then also you can get it available with a turbine as well. There we go. Put this through here. So you've got the hard-mounted connectors in here as well. So yeah, the receiver in the fuselage. You know, the MB-339 is it's a really classic design. The challenge that it has, at least as an EDF, is the inlets are small. So that's taken care of with this one through some auxiliary air. You got auxiliary air here, and then there's auxiliary air on the bottom as well. Jeez. We're out at Temecula Valley Flyers. First time out here, it's a cool spot. So when we look at the fan installation in here, so this is a 105 millimeter fan. It was obviously in here when they painted the underside, but they've got a Mylar exhaust, which is great, but also they have these kind of bell mounts, if you will. So there's the inlet lip on the fan itself, and then this kind of seals up the whole airframe so that you're not really getting much air through. It's all going into the fan. I do want to mention, because of this pipe, I had to cut this away a little bit, and I also actually had to cut this away too in the hatch for this, I guess, seal, I'll call it. And then, so also it uses, this is a 3S LiPo 2200. It's designed for that. They have a voltage regulation in their UBEC that comes with it. And so they recommend the 3S LiPo. So I want to mention they have the full scale landing gear with the cycling doors. On the real airplane, the gear actually do retract outwards, which is pretty unique. And so the kit comes with brakes, but Banana Hobby provides JP Hobby brakes, and so that's what's on here, the JP Hobby. It was a pretty easy replacement. I'll show that in my full review. But the other thing we've got here is we've got a speed brake. So I have it on a 3-position switch. So, all right. So I've got 6S 6250s. They go, stack them on top of each other. I'm gonna connect them in series for 12S. And so I just gotta get them in here. Alright, so that is how they go in here. I ended up replacing the connectors with 6mm bullets because that's what I have on most of my batteries for this type of high power stuff. So when I place those there, check the CG. So yeah, I think we are good. We'll take it out, get her flown. All right, so I actually have 2 flights on the airframe already. It's a new field, so I wanted to kind of get things situated, get my bearings. But the airplane is flying really nicely. Batteries here all the way forward. CG feels really good. I wouldn't want to move it any more than that. And so the other thing I discovered is that with the brakes, it's got JP Hobby brakes in here. I actually had to up the endpoint adjustment on the brake channel to get more braking force out of it. No trim change with the flaps, which was excellent. Made it really easy, but it's a really nice flyer. 12 cells. Count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 cells. It's all armed, ready to go. They, interesting, have spark protection on there because you noticed it didn't spark when I plugged it in. Let me turn on my onboard cameras. I got the very fancy frog tape because, you know, why not? But yeah, let's go fly. Flight number 3. We've got 2 flights so far, so number 3. All right, here we go. See if the nose gear came up. Those nose doors were getting sucked closed from the fan during the ground run, and so I put some tape over the hole. We'll see if it, yep, that did it. Went right up. Awesome. All right, so we'll come around. We'll do high speed. Do a roll. It's a really nice flying airplane. Flight time is probably about 3.5 minutes with the 6250s. Yeah, that's real nice. We'll do a vertical. Add the throttle, gain some speed. I'm actually going to do a slow speed. We'll drop the flaps, put the speed brake down.
Kind of flies like the Panther.
Maybe. I'm not sure I see the speed brake. There it is. Taking my 1 minute warning already. Do an inverted. CG feels really good. Doesn't need very much down elevator in the inverted, so that's good. Alright, so that's my timer. Drop the gear. So the timer is set for 3 minutes 20 seconds. So by the time I land, it will be close to 4 minutes, most likely. Check it once we land.
Extra boyfriend, he was pattern playing instead of the competition those days.
Brakes work. It was a little high on the approach. There's plenty of runway, especially with brakes. Nice flyer. I forgot to check the timer. It just hit 2 minutes after the 3.5, so it's probably about 3 minutes, 45 seconds. I'm gonna grab my cell checker. Batteries are a bit warm, which I would expect. It's a high power EDF. They draw some current. Yeah, we're pretty hard on the packs. 370, so yeah, good to know. I was pretty hard in it on the throttle. So if I'm gonna be flying it harder, I'd say 3 minutes on your timer to give you enough, margin for error if you gotta go around. So I wouldn't wanna go any further than that. It's good to know. I forgot to mention beforehand, there's a hole right here. And so when we were on the first couple flights, it was actually the fan was sucking the doors closed, which was keeping the retract from going all the way up. So I just put some gaffer's tape over here and the gear came right up. All right, I'm gonna be doing a whole lot more flying today, but otherwise, be on the lookout for my assembly and flight review on this airplane. It's a really nice flyer. I really am enjoying flying it. Just gotta be cognizant of that timer and make sure you're not extending too much. But otherwise, I just recently flew the X-Fly J65 70mm EDF. You can check that video out here. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you at the field.